Now, the Luxtara Leadership Foundation has commenced training of Christian stakeholders across the board on elimination of sexual and gender-based violence in Nigeria. Reverend Father George Husseini yesterday in Abuja charged the participants to be good advocates for the elimination of all forms of violence in the society. Now, here's more in this report.
Sexual and gender-based violence has been a critical issue affecting many people around the world, including Nigeria. In its efforts to address this, the Luxtara Leadership Foundation has organized a 4-day intensive workshop training for all Christian stakeholders to fight against domestic violence and any form of gender-based violence. Speaking at the opening session today in Abuja, Reverend Father George Husseini said that the training will aid in the study of culture and religions that are against the dignity of humans and the legal frameworks that will help to achieve a society that will be safe for everyone.
It is for everyone. It is men who are violating women, women who are violating men, men and women who are violating children, rich people who are violating poor people, just to raise the awareness of everybody to the dignity and the sanctity of the human person. Throughout this 4-day training, we're going to be studying the cultural and religious practices that are against the dignity of the human person, and we're going to be studying legal frameworks that could be used to make sure that we achieve a society that is safe for everyone.
Also speaking, the representative of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs spoke about pervasive violation of the fundamental human rights, especially the rights of women and the girl child, which pose a barrier to equal participation of SGBV victims in every sphere of human endeavor.
This menace is embedded in some religious and cultural practices, ceremonies, rites and rituals. Marriages rights, religious rights, rites of passage into womanhood, early marriage and widowhood practices, to mention but a few. The 1993 United Nations General Declaration on the Elimination of Sexual and Gender-Based Violence laid emphasis on the importance of having a multi-sectoral approach to prevention and response to sexual and gender-based violence. And this training workshop is one of its kind.
Other stakeholders also emphasized on the importance of the training, which focuses on building new ambassadors that will help prevent sexual gender-based violence.
There is a need to pay attention to children because the children are the adults of tomorrow, and they bear the brunt of all these issues at home, in schools, and so on. If we don't pay attention to them, you're going to have the same thing you're trying to eliminate now happen in the future.
As we made reference to the death of Nigeria's music icon, gospel artist, Osinachi Nwachukwu, and we said if religion were playing the proper role also, it is possible that she would not have been afraid of being stigmatized. And if she was not afraid of being stigmatized, chances are that she would have come out and spoken early, and the church or other organizations would have been able to help. So the essence of this training workshop is to build new ambassadors who will go to the nook and cranny and also help to not just prevent sexual and gender-based violence, but also where it exists, perpetrators must be brought to book as deterrent to ensure that others around them do not do the same thing.
Some of the participants spoke about the challenges faced by citizens who are uninformed.
The real challenge is first and foremost in the mind. It's a mental issue that people are cultured over the years to have lived with. And one of the key things we need to understand is we can unlearn what we have learned before and relearn in the proper perspective.
The statistics by the World Health Organization estimates that 1 in 3 women will be subjected to either physical or sexual intimate partner violence. It is hoped that the training will go a long way in addressing sexual and gender-based violence in Nigeria.